All right. What's happening, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you and yours. Happy time zones to everybody. We are 4 minutes early, which is good. I would have been on sooner. I was deeply engrossed in some Fire Emblem Three Houses, though, admittedly. Game is a fucking gem, dude. I fucking love it. Dan, and I love you. What's happening, handsome? All right, chapter 2. 1, 2, 3, skidoo, skidoo. We are on our way for a meeting with Heiyue. Youngblood as well. Hopefully he makes it through the evening. Cough-free. That would be swell. I'm gonna try my hardest not to talk about it. No technical difficulties yet either to start things off tonight. Also swell. And up, and away! A sign is affixed to the locked door. Heiyue Trading Ltd, Crossbell Branch. If you have business with us, please knock. This must be the place. How do we proceed, Lloyd? Excuse me, is anybody there? And who might you all be? We're from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. We were hoping to ask your branch manager a few questions regarding a certain incident, if possible. Wait here a moment. Well, here we go. Man, what kind of trouble are we getting ourselves into this time? I suppose we will find out very soon. I apologize for the wait. The branch manager will see you now. Please, come in. Thank you. If you'll excuse us. Dude, Heiyue Trading Company is a jam. Magic Zero, happy Tuesday to you too, bub. How's everything going, duder? How was your weekend? It's good to see you again. Ow, itchy. Sorry. It's not like this place is riddled with bullet holes or anything. So that's neat. Ah, how nice of you to finally visit. Grumpy Tiger? Gonna go meet Sao Sao. Good. Just arrived from home. Did like an hour of exercise. GG's, dude. I need to do more of that. Doing very good, man. I'm rip-roaring and ready to go for sure. It was a pretty good day. Kind of long one at work, but alive and well. You know what I mean? Can't ask for much more, right? Him and his upside-down glasses that I still despise. It's nice to meet you. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the CPD's Special Support Section. The pleasure is all mine. I'm Sao Lee, manager of Heiyue Trading's Crossbell Branch. So you're Lloyd, and you three must be Ellie, Randy, and Tio, correct? How do you... May I ask how you know of our names already? Haha, truth be told, I'm an avid reader of the Crossbell Times. I was mesmerized by your exploits and instantly became a fan. Though boorish of me, I decided to investigate your backgrounds through various intermediaries. Is that so? Yeesh, 5 seconds in and he's already holding all the cards. He is just as cunning and intelligent as we were told. It is an absolute honor to meet such an intriguing group of individuals. What brings you to our office today? I worked an hour late, yay, but I'm off eating dinner, 1 day closer to the weekend. Same, dog. 2 more days of work, and Friday is my weekend, and I need it. I live for it. All I know is that work was a shit show, but yet I was never stressed by it. But I know my coworkers were having a rough time. You know what, Dan? It sounds super duper selfish, but I'm sure I've been in the same exact situation, being that we're both grocery bros. But there are days where it's just a fucking shit show, and you're just like, I care enough to do my job. You know what I mean? I care enough to do my job because it's how I earn my paycheck, right? But when it's an absolute shitstorm, sometimes I'm just like, I don't fucking care. Like, it's whatever. It's not gonna phase me. I'm gonna do my job and go home. Was there a problem of some sort with our business operations? No, that's not it. We're actually in the middle of an investigation, investigating an incident involving Arkan Seal. Arkan Seal, you say? Ah, but of course, Crossbell's very own prided theatrical troupe. I've been meaning to see one of their shows ever since I arrived here, but work has kept me oh so busy, you know. I seem to recall them having announced their next production, correct? Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, our investigation is related to an issue with their upcoming show. Excuse me. We'd actually like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Oh dear, it sounds like quite the predicament. Very well. I shall comply with your request, free of charge, of course. Now, Grumpy, you worked it out, like, are you salary with your, I say new gig, but your current gig? Or is it an hourly swing so you actually get some do-re-mi for it? Yin, you say? We're aware that Hayway's main office is located in the Republic's eastern quarter. We were thinking that due to that, you might be familiar with Yin. I'm hourly, so I can get OT for it, technically. Good. My old man always told me, because my old man did construction. He did concrete his whole life. And he always told me, he goes, salaries for suckers. And I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, guaranteed dough? Salary? Doesn't sound all that bad. Till I became salary. And I was pulling like 60, 65-hour work weeks, ready to put a bullet in my head. And I was just like, he was right. Salary sucks and is for suckers. Now, granted, I'm just speaking from my own experience, but salary was god-awful, dude. We were thinking that due to that, you might be familiar with Yin. Interesting. Am I to assume that you're implying I have connections to this criminal named Yin? No, of course not. To be honest, we simply don't have a lot of info, so we're following up on any and all leads we have. Ah, is that so? Well, all right then. This may be rather basic information, but I can tell you some of the legends regarding Yin in more detail. We're listening. The name Yin holds a particularly strong influence within the Eastern Quarter. A Zhang Shao, an assassin hidden behind a mask and beneath a pitch-black black cloak. No one has ever gazed upon his true face. He appears like a shadow and vanishes like a phantom. His prey has never once escaped. Dark Fantasy Realms! I love you, bub. How are you? My favorite bald fellow? Damn, dog. Opone no Kiseki! It's a pleasure to see you again, my friend. Hey, and I'll have you know that Youngblood absolutely loved the picture. Thank you again very, very much. I meant everything that I said. It's, as most of us know, the internet can be an incredibly toxic place, is an incredibly toxic place. Life, you can run into, in real life, some just incredibly wretched and horrible people. And, you are living proof that there are wonderful, wonderful people, generous people, kind, and, thoughtful people that you can meet on the internet and in real life. So I'm incredibly thankful for your generosity, for you going out of your way to just whip up that picture the way you did. So thank you very, very much again. He dug it. I held it up for him from a distance. He was having supper tonight, and I go, Bubba, who's this? He goes, Lloyd Bannings, because he saw the head in the background. I go, yeah. I go, but who's this wearing the green sneakers? He goes, me. And I was like, you got it, pal. Nailed it. So again, thank you very, very much for that. Phil Burt, what's good, big dog? Hefferino, how are you, my guy? It's good to see you. And though it may seem preposterous, some say Yin may be immortal. Immortal? What do you mean? It's amazing that carries Lloyd everywhere with him too. Dude, I love it. Swear. I fucking love it. He's got a whole plethora of stuffed animals. He normally sleeps with sleep sheep. And after I got him the Lloyd plushie, he sleeps with Lloyd too. And he brings Lloyd everywhere, and I dig it so very much. Relaxing work is starting to pick up. Ugh, dog, I can only imagine. Give it hell, my man. Well, documents show that Yin has been operating as an assassin for at least a century. His rise into legend began shortly after the democratization of the Calvard Republic. If you were to examine records from that time, Yin's name is frequently mentioned. The demon draped in black sent one prominent figure after another to their grave during their chaotic period in history. This story is getting more outlandish by the second. It's just gotta be some scary fable to keep kiddos in line. No way he's real. No, Mr. Orlando, Yin is very real. Huh? What? Yin far surpasses a mere tall tale in the underworld of the Eastern Quarter. Though his true identity is unknown, Zemeria's greatest assassin can be employed for the right price. A master of all assassination techniques, a martial artist with incredible dexterity and agility who lurks in the shadows. He is recognized as such, and his deadly work speaks to his existence. A certain organization highly values Yin and entrusts many jobs to him, or so the rumor goes. The organization you are referring to? Ah yes, that reminds me, while we're on the topic of Yin, I've heard recent claims of Yin having vanished entirely from the Eastern Quarter. It has come to my attention that he has accepted a rather hefty job from the aforementioned organization. Apparently, it involved traveling to a certain autonomous state we are all familiar with. I don't like what you're implying. What's the matter? I haven't given you the name of the organization, have I? Nor the names of the state. You and Ravash are one and the same. Oh, please. Refrain from comparing Heiwei to that measly local gang, or at least that's what I'd like to say. Quite frankly, I'm more impressed with how well they've managed to adapt to this peculiar city. Those persistent little pests have caused quite a bit of trouble for us. You fessing up? He's not even pretending anymore. I am merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbell, free trade is protected by law, after all. Do you take issue with that, officers? So glad he loves the pick. Really warmed my heart and made my evening. I actually own a Lloyd plushie myself, so I had to add the Lloyd face to the background. I loved it, bud. Thank you. And I had seen that tweet you sent out earlier of your Lloyd plushie. Love it. Baku! An absolute pleasure to see you, my friend. Hey, man, you know, if it's something personal, obviously, you don't have to divulge, but where you been? Not here, I just mean in general. I feel like I haven't seen you, on the Twitter game. Lothars, you handsome son of a gun, it's a pleasure to see you always. Let me ask you this one final question. Ethan? What's good, dog? Happy to see your pretty face? Yes, we are.
Thanks for the support!
Yo, Jeff! Thank you for gifting that sub to Baku. Baku, please enjoy them's emotes, my guy. Has Arkan'Ciel been caught in the crossfire between you and Ravash? Oh? We just received information about Ravash's proposal for Arkan'Ciel to perform in the Imperial capital. Were you considering a similar proposal, too? I have no problem admitting that certain crowds in the Republic wish to be graced by their presence. However, our company is unconcerned with matters related to the entertainment industry. I certainly am perplexed, though. Why exactly was the threat letter signed with the name of an assassin? That's what I intend to find out. Thank you for your time, Sal. We appreciate your cooperation. Lloyd? You sure we're done here, man? I doubt we'd get much more out of him if we stayed any longer. And besides, Sal already seems more than busy enough, so we should really excuse ourselves. Lloyd's right. Ah, thank you for being so considerate. Oh, and one more thing before you leave, Detective Bannings. What is it? Come now, don't look so displeased. Do you recall me saying that I'm a big fan of the SSS? Believe me when I say that that was no lie. Huh? I must say, this current investigation of yours absolutely fascinates me. As one of your fans, I can hardly wait to see how you'll resolve this one. I am most certainly looking forward to reading about it. Super sus, and I love it. Very brooding. Thank you for stopping by, officers. The branch manager says you may contact us again should anything happen. We appreciate the offer. So now we have to worry about these guys on top of Ravash? I mean, like Ravash is the power bottom, you think? I don't, personally. But maybe. I don't know. Flip a coin, I guess. I want to say they at least seem a bit friendlier. Or maybe they see us as so little a threat they think they can screw with us. That is not out of the realm of possibility. Ellie, you okay? Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm fine. More importantly, we found out that the legendary assassin Yin has managed to infiltrate Crossbell State.
Thanks for the support!
Yo, Baku! Thank you for gifting that sub to Aponi no Kiseki. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Aponi no Kiseki, please enjoy the lovely emotes. The gift that keeps on giving. Thank you very, very much, you guys. We at least managed to get that information out of Sao. Yeah, it didn't seem like he was lying. Also, I don't get the impression that Sao is the only one threatening Arkansas and Ilya. I was thinking the same thing. If that were the case, no way he'd have hinted at this connection to Yin. Then, would that mean Yin's actions are not tied to his employer, Heiyue, but rather he is acting of his own accord? We might be out of options if that's the case. Let's assume you're right. That means Sao probably doesn't know Yin's true identity. Sounds like our only option is to catch a legendary assassin then. Unfortunately. If Yin is truly after Ilya's life, then this case may be beyond our capabilities. There's no guarantee that we'd be able to apprehend a professional assassin like Yin. That being the case, wouldn't it be better to leave this to headquarters? Well, that's... Would they not simply look the other way like they did the incident downtown? I doubt it. Arkansas, and by extension Ilya, are incredibly important to the people of Crossbell. Headquarters would definitely take action if her life were in danger. They'd stake their pride on it. That's correct. I think this is Sergey, isn't it? No, it's Duddles! My bad, I forgot. You're with the 1st Investigative Division. I am Alex Dudley. Come with me. Uh-huh, why? Only a fool would discuss information here of all places. We don't have time to waste. Follow me. Understood. Huh? The hell's going on all of a sudden? The man Barrier Bannings himself. Duddles is in some way, shape, or form related to Machias. We all know it. Look at that character model. How can he not be? What's the matter with all of you? I don't know what you were thinking waltzing in there like that. Furthermore, you decided to discuss your investigation within earshot of their building. Sorry, sir. You're right. We weren't being careful enough. Well, what's done is done. Well, what? You're going to explain to me what you were babbling on about with Arkansas, and how this all relates to your little visit to Heiyue. You'd better tell me everything you know. Excuse me? Where the hell is this coming from? It is brazen of you to demand that after showing up so suddenly. I wonder which of us is truly brazen. The 1st Division has been keeping tabs on Heiyue for over a month already. You're the ones who barged into our investigation without any notice. Wait, seriously? Does that mean you're after Yin too? So you know about Yin, hmm? Well, no matter. Start talking, and don't leave anything out. If you don't comply, I won't hesitate to file a complaint to Sergei over this obstruction of our investigation. Damn it. All right, fine. However, our investigation is a formal request submitted to the SSS. So we need it to stay confidential. I'll be the one to decide that. Out with the details already. This is an order. Or these nuts. Victorio, I have not, man. And you know what? Some fan I have, like I am. I haven't even started. I haven't looked at the game at all. And I know it's opening night. Shame on me, huh? I'm waiting for Philly Fire to show up. I'm waiting for him to show up and be like, what to do? I understand the situation. It's competitive, good. It should be. I didn't think that there was anything concrete, but it seems they've finally tipped their hand. Are you referring to Yin? Yes, I am. Heiyue employed a legendary assassin as a trump card in order to threaten Ravash's influence. The 1st Division received an anonymous tip with information regarding Heiyue. We've been surveilling them since. But who would have thought a group of amateurs would stumble onto the scene and give us just the lead we needed? Wow, that almost sounded like a compliment. I would like to inquire as to why you only had Heiyue under your surveillance. I am under the impression that your team is leaving Ravash unchecked. What are you implying? Pretty sure she just said, you're leaving Heiyue unchecked. The 1st Division already understands Ravash's operating procedure. We're also fully aware of both the incident downtown and how they've used their warhounds. Don't think for a second that we haven't kept tabs on the cases you've been getting involved in. What? Then why? If we got involved in every little thing they did, there would be no end to it. None of the incidents you took on were anything as serious as murder. They were simply petty crimes. Do you honestly think we'd put off more important cases to divert our limited personnel to such minor issues? I understand that, but still. Excuse me. Those of us in the 1st Division are leagues apart from know-nothings like yourselves. Asshole! Excuse me, sorry. We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in a city where justice is a constant uphill battle. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? I knew it. I always had a feeling. Crossbell's peace and prosperity are hanging by a thread. Yes, and most of the citizens fail to realize it. Sure, it might be popular to read stories on Ravash's ties to Imperial Faction Diet members. Meanwhile, Heiyue is in the process of deepening their relationship with the Republican faction. If we allow it to progress any further, they'll be untouchable. Our laws against espionage are lax as well. Agents from foreign intelligence agencies are free to enter and leave however they'd like. I never realized. This is unbelievable. Way you're talking, Crossbell's already got one foot in the grave. In a situation as desperate as this, our only option is to simply do what we're able to. We assess how dangerous each case is, and even if we can't solve the root cause of it, we can at least lessen the impact. Handling Yin is nothing more than solving one part of a larger puzzle. We haven't been able to keep a close watch on the case regarding Ark-en-Ciel. Thank you for the valuable information. The 1st Division will handle it from here. You may return to your usual duties. What? The hell is this crap? After carefully assessing the situation, I've ascertained that Yin is more than a mere legend. We'll be observing Heiyue's movements while protecting Ilya Platier from falling victim to our mysterious assassin. Tell me, would you be able to handle all that? Damn it. Given our lack of resources, it would prove to be difficult. At the very least, I can let you handle contacting Ark-en-Ciel. Make sure you tell them that their case has been transferred to the First Division. See to it that they're given a proper explanation. Budget macchiato doesn't fuck around. Hairpin turns, by the by. Straight up 90 degree in it. What the hell? He just shows up, gives a shit, takes our case, and then drives off? And in a personal vehicle at that, adding insult to injury. As frustrated as we all are, I understand where he's coming from. I actually agree with him. The scope of this case has gone way beyond our level of experience. All we can do now is inform the troop and offer our sincerest apologies. Guess you're right. We have run out of options. Oh, hold on, guys. And Lloyd, you're the last person I expected to hear that from. You told us to overcome our barriers. You said as long as we're together, that no barrier is too high, didn't you? So why? Why are you giving up so easily? Ellie? Whoa there, where's this coming from? Didn't you already tell us it'd be better to leave it to the headquarters? Wait, is that? I did, didn't I? Ellie. I understand. I'm frustrated too, Ellie. I want to do something about it just as much as you do. If you don't want us to give up, then we'll find another way. No, it's all right. I'm sorry, everyone. I think I've just had a rough day is all. Ellie. Well, we did spend our entire day running into one jackass after another. Let's go report the news to Ark and Seal. We can head back to base and relax for a bit after. That sounds like a reasonable plan. Sure, sounds good. Is that okay with you, Ellie? Yes, thank you, everyone. Let's be off to Ark and Seal then. I mean, my man Walt just came in here, not barking, but can we get a recipe from him yet? I wanted that my noodles have earned me quite a number of regular customers. There used to be a duo of bright young police officers amongst them. One of them was tall and composed, and the other was a brown-haired lad filled with passion. You know, you remind me of the brown-haired one an awful lot. What, are you talking about me? Yeah, you. You have the same exact spark in your eyes as he did. God damn it. Okay. Not yet. I feel like at some point we were able to get some noodles. Soarin' Smash release date was a year ago today. That's crazy, dude. And the fact that it actually happened is pretty nuts, too. Psyched for the fan base. I wish I was more into fighting games. Like, I legit have Smash on my Switch. I think I've played it, like, once. Dude, I still have my code, like, my digital code for the, what the fuck is the name of that thing in Mario Brothers? The Piranha? The Piranha plant? I still have the digital code for that in my email. Imagine. Or do we have to go... Dude, yeah, the Piranha plant was hilarious. I'm doing good, man. It was kind of a long day, but, you know, we're getting by. Just long. Work was just kind of long. It was kind of slow. So, I mean, it just makes for a long day. It was nice and cool and rainy out this morning, and all I wanted to do is just, like... Oh, back to cake. That's right, Ark and Seal. I'm a dum-dum. Thank you. I just wanted to, like, chill out in some sweats and... Like, that's it. Huh? Oh. Oh, what a surprise. Good afternoon, Miss Ellie. Hello, Grandfather. Ernest. Did I hear her right? This man is Ellie's grandfather. It's been some time. I'm glad to see you're looking well. How has work been going? Well, we're still new to this, so there's a lot left for us to learn. but I assure you I don't intend to bring any shame upon the McDowell name.
Oh, Ellie, I've told you before, haven't I? You don't have to worry yourself over things like that. Are these your colleagues by chance?
Yes, they are. It's nice to meet you, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I'm with the CPD's Special Support Section. Tio Plateau, how do you do? How's it going? Name's Randy Orlando.
My name is Henry McDowell. It's a pleasure to meet the three of you. I must thank you for taking care of my granddaughter.
It's quite the opposite, sir. Ellie's the one that's always looking out after us. Mademoiselle Lee's a bona fide genius when it comes to dealing with all the paperwork we gotta go through every day. That does not excuse your utter lack of assistance, Randy.
Is that so? Well, what is important is that you're content with your post.
You know, Miss Ellie, I really think you should make some time to stop by home every once in a while. I'm sorry. I've been hesitant to rely too much on my family since I began living on my own. Even so, don't you?
It's fine, Ernest. Ellie wishes to stand by her decision. Listen, dear. Continue down the path you've chosen until you're satisfied. I cannot mix business with personal affairs, but know that I will help you out to the best of my ability.
I know. Thank you, Grandfather.
Now then, shall we go, Ernest? I have a meeting with the Business Owners Association next, correct?
Yes, sir. It's scheduled for 5 p.m. Tiny head, massive upper body on Ernest. Well, dude, Ethan, they're doing aren't they doing or there is an East versus Trails game? Now that's one bitchin' ride. I knew your family was loaded, Mademoiselle E. I wouldn't really... Wait just a second. Whoa there, Tonto. Lloyd? He said Henry McDowell, right? As in the mayor of Crossbell City? That Henry McDowell? Say what? Yo, Baku, it is glorious, brother. How are you? They made one way back in the day, yeah, around the time Zero was coming out. Yeah, because I know Geofront, what, did they push out a patch for it, or did they, like, just flat out create it? Baku, I asked this earlier, maybe it fell on deaf ears, so I'm gonna ask again. Where you been, broski? Not in terms of, like, how come you're not in chat? But, like, I feel like I haven't seen you, on Twitch. But then again, I was out of commission for about a week, too, so... I just returned Zero, finally? Alright. Hey, Walter, I would appreciate it if you got away from the camera. Hi, bub. Come here. Here you go, now go stand over here. Thank you. Mystic JRPG, what's shaking, bub? How are you? And you can look at the back of Walter's head. Watching the stream is making me want to play more Zero. Oponi no Kiseki. I would highly encourage doing just that. New job, COVID, classes started back up, persistent PC issues. I'm sorry, dude. I hope you're feeling better. I just got wind. Come on, fan, I need you to work. Thank you. I just got wind earlier that my sister-in-law's got the Rona. But I hope you're feeling better, man. And how's the new job treating you? He is? Come to think of it, I do recall seeing that information in the database. Oh dear. Honestly, it's a miracle that you hadn't noticed until now. Finally stabilizing again. It's been a rough 2 months. Damn, dog. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm glad the ship's starting to right itself, man. There was always something about your surname that bothered me, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. The mayor's name must have totally slipped my mind, I guess. Oh, you returned Zero. Okay, my bad. I thought you were saying like you returned to Zero. Are you gonna scoop it on Steam instead? And get the objectively superior version of it? And I call myself a detective. Yeah, PS4, no quality of life. And I know everybody wanted to jump on NIS for that, but I feel as though it's a combination of NIS and Falcom in that regard. Debating on Switch or ease of play or Steam for the better quality. The only thing I would suggest, and this is like, I'm probably going to scoop it on Steam eventually too, or on my Switch, but if you want carryover into Azure and then into Reverie and so on and so forth, like, I'm just going to stick to one platform for that. As I said before, the only reason I got the Steam version was for the message log. Yeah, I might hop off stream and play some more Zero. It was nice stopping by, though, and again, I'm so glad Youngblood loved the pick. Yo, Aponinoki Seki, thank you very, very much again. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight and last night as well. And enjoy some Zero. And I hope you and yours just stay well, stay safe, stay excellent. I got PS4 and Steam, PS4 for trophies and carryovers. Okay. Yeah, like, that's the only reason why I'm just riding it out, like, playing it on Steam, on PC. It's just for the carryover. You don't have to beat yourself up over it. Besides, my grandfather's position has nothing to do with me. I refuse to keep the PS4 version. I felt like Nissa was not forthcoming with the versions. Yeah, I definitely don't feel as though they were either, unfortunately. But like I said, I feel like it's maybe not equal parts, but I feel like it's on both NIS and Falcom for that. Because I'm sure Falcom had something to do with it too, being like, no, we don't want to allocate resources for the, no, we're just going to do. But then again, like, why would you, I don't fucking get it. Like, why just the Switch and why PC? Like, I don't, like, why 2 and not 3? You know what I mean? I don't know. There's probably far more technical stuff to it that's well over my head in terms of, like, coding and all that jazz, so. Just past chapter 1 of Xenoblade, if you remember what happens, then you know that thing. I think Falcom rejected the PS version, but Nissa could have still been forthcoming with the discrepancies, I thought. Oh, they definitely could. But I know, like, everybody just wanted to pile on Nissa for everything, mainly because of the Zero Field thing, not to reopen up that scab. But Falcom is also to blame for that. It's not, you know what I mean? But I feel like, I shouldn't say this. Like, I'm not trying to, obviously I'm not speaking for anybody else, but big picture, I feel like diehard Falcom fans refuse to believe that Falcom wouldn't put forth, let me restart. Diehard fans of Falcom believe it is all NIS's fault. There's that. It's all NIS America's fault, and there's no way that Falcom could have been involved in such a dastardly and, albeit probably financially sound, move. Who knows? Dude, Blake Griffin's in. Tell me as soon as he gets pulled in the next 3 minutes. Let's say 3 minutes. At this point, I stopped caring about which version has what and about Zero Field. Me too. I had a great conversation with Feb about it 2-3 weeks ago. Something about that. And, you know, and we've talked about it too. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks to have a passion project taken away from you. But, at the end of the day, both NIS and Falcom have a bottom line. And if there is anything that is to affect their bottom line or their shareholders' pockets, their bankroll, they're well within their rights legally to do what they did. It's unfortunate, but it's true. No, and you know what, Baku, I'm not mad about it per se. Actually, I'm not mad about it at all, actually. I will agree with you there. I feel bad for, like, Feb and the rest of the Zero Field team that put forth the effort in doing that. Because they've been at it for a while, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, Cold Steel 3 is when they started, maybe even more. I feel bad that they have a passion project like that they were working on, and, you know, it was taken from them. But again,
NIS legally within their rights to do just that. Just Kuro? No, dude, I'm pretty sure that they did Cold Steel 4 as well. Well, like, I know they did, they have Reverie. But I feel like they did something for like Cold Steel 3 or Cold Steel 4 as well. VR Angel, what's good, my man? It's good to see you, buddy. Rhino, what's shaking? Falcom White Knights trying their hardest to protect. Yes. Yes, that's what it is. And I'm not, I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm not, it's not me. I'm just, I like to be a realist. Just calling it for what it is. Tsunami Sumo! How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Welcome back. Oh?
Anyway, we should hurry and speak with Ilya and the others. The fact that they've been doing it a while and Nissa waited so long to give them a cease and desist is what bothered me. I mean, I don't, so in Nissa's defense, I'm sure they can't just, send an email without, prior, I'm sure that there are, steps in, getting all their shit together. I can't process words. I can't articulate, but they had to get all their ducks in a row. They can't just make a phone call and be like, hey, you guys got to cut this shit out. They have to map out their plan of attack. It was a legal matter. And being that NIS just did they just acquire the publishing rights for Zero, for Azure, for Reverie? Wonder what's on in my Texas people's heads? What you mean, man? Pre-ordered Azure already? Wait, did the pre-orders already go up? I was not aware of that. We still need to tell them about the First Division taking over the case.
We don't know when they would have gotten the rights for anything past Cold Steel 3. Oh, for Azure, they already did. No shit. All right. Oh, I didn't know that. Damn. Is there a plushie? Is there a plushie? Yeah, unfortunately.
No, Lloyd, that's not unfortunate. You need a friend.
Yo, Mademoiselle Lee. Why do you think your granddad stopped by Ark-en-Ciel?
Oh, that? Ark-en-Ciel's first public performance of their new production is being held alongside this year's anniversary festival. I assume he was here for a business meeting regarding that.
Some Reverie plushes leaked the other day. Are they characters that I know? I remember that Xseed Games fumbled the bag. That's what led to NIS America coming in. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because what? Xseed did the Sky Trilogy, and did they do Cold Steel 1 and 2 as well? 3 total, 1 new, 2 you know. Oh. Who are the 2 that I know? Who are the 2 that I know? Reen and another Lloyd? Let's fucking go.
Did she have a recipe also?
Can't wait to learn who's gonna voice new Reverie characters. I wonder if any returning characters from Cold Steel, any returning voice actors. Obviously Chiplock, more definitely. Oh, that's right, we did get our food earlier on. That's my bad. Where are we headed? See, I got so sidetracked by talking, so my bad. Just back to the SSS. Oh, we still have to go to see Kate, dude. Why? See, man, I gotta fucking focus. I was doing so good at focusing, and then we just by all, I mean me, my brain ran rampant and started just talking. I need to go to the entertainment district. I have to go in and see Cake. Yo, let's fucking go.
Phew. Oh, look. You're back.
And just in time, too. That was amazing.
You two are incredible. Indeed, I have never experienced anything quite like that.
You think so? Sounds like if we iron out the kinks, this might become a crowd favorite.
Oh, that gives me an idea. How about you wait another moment before the Moon Princess's spin, Risha? That way, it'll give the Sun Princess just enough time to react in a way that will really capture the audience's hearts. That's perfect. Your dancing isn't the only thing that's amazing. You're going above and beyond to perfect every little part of the performance. Well, I figure if we can do it, we might as well strive for perfection till it's time to perform. But enough about that. Have there been any developments in the investigation? Oh, that's right. Yes, actually. It's not exactly good news. What do you mean? All right then. Let me go grab Avin, and then you can fill us in on everything, okay?
Sure would hate to see that chandelier fall. This Yin character sounds like he's quite dangerous.
You can't be serious. He's really somewhere in the city? Wow! Well, that sure is a fun story. A shadowy, immortal assassin whose legend is whispered in the dark corners of the Eastern Quarter? Oh, I love it! The character practically begs to be on the stage. I'll have to add him to our next production. Heck, we can even work the general outfit into our third act right now. We just gotta get some white robes and the costume is set.
Oh, Ilya.
This is an assassin we're talking about. Why can't you take this more seriously? We suspect that Yin is being employed by a group known as Heiyue, but we still don't quite understand why Yin sent Ilya the threat letter in the first place.
I'm still hoping Greg Chun is Van when Kuro makes it over here in 2031. Ethan, you should hop on the 2024 Kuro 1 hype train. Let's do it. We can will it into existence. Hope Greg Chun is Date, but shows up in Kuro as Date. I'd like it. '23 full steam ahead. Let's go. New Year tattoos are awesome. I have one, but I guess that I don't have courage to make it all my arms. Hey, man, you got your whole life ahead of you. Who knows? Maybe someday you'll be like, you know what? I'm just gonna cover my arms in tattoos, cause yeah. Jeff secretly joins train. I agree. Kuro 1 is 2024, and Kuro 2 and 3 both in 2 and 3 in 2025. Holy fuck! I dig it. But VR Angel, thank you very much for the compliment, dude. I appreciate it. One thing is certain, though. The chance that this is nothing more than a prank has decreased significantly. Is there any chance you could postpone or... Out of the question. We wouldn't walk off the stage even if a bomb was about to go off. Isn't that right, Avin? Well, I suppose so. Though we aren't all quite as passionate as Ilya, the truth is that all members of Arc-en-Ciel belong to the stage, heart and soul. You wouldn't find one member of the troupe who would abandon their beloved stage under any circumstances. I may be new to all this, but I feel the same way. Bull, what's shaking, handsome? Yo, I still love that Altini dance emote. It's adorable. How you doing, man? How's Final Fantasy VII been treating you? Would you take a chandelier instead of a bomb, Ilya? That's what I said. I would hate to see that chandelier fall on somebody. Yeesh. Yeesh. I'm sure people tell you to break a leg out there, but at this rate, your legs will be the least of your worries. Oh, Randy, are you and Ocean Gale in cahoots?
If you intend to proceed with the show, does that mean you are also okay with the First Division taking over security? Well, I mean, it is pretty annoying, but the show must go on no matter the cost. So, what kind of people are these First Division guys?
Well,
They're definitely very talented and, more than qualified for the job. Objectively speaking, they're excellent at what they do. The members of the First Division are an elite group that live up to their name. They should be able to protect you and your show with the utmost discretion until curtain call. I was really hoping to avoid having a bunch of police in here. Then again, we will have a full house. Better safe than sorry.
I agree. I think that's for the best. Anyways, we are talking about you here, Ilya. Once the show starts, you won't even notice them.
How rude! I'll have you know that I always pays close attention to my audience.
I always pays.
The show only reaches its full potential when the audience and play are completely in sync. Isn't that one of your famous sayings?
For anyone else's case, yes. In yours, however, I'd say it's more along the lines of you're forcibly dragging everyone into your own performance. He's not mincing his words at all, is he?
Indeed, she is surely the very picture of a theater geek. Excuse me, Lloyd. Does this mean that you won't be part of the investigation anymore?
I'm really sorry, Risha. We won't have much wiggle room here. The First Division is going to completely take over the case. With them on it, you won't have anything to worry about, at least.
I see, that's a shame. The only reason I agreed to all this in the first place was because you are leading the show, Lloyd. Still, I appreciate you looking into things for us. I'll send some tickets your way as thanks, so be sure to come and see the play next time you're free.
Ah, yes. I'm sure we can arrange something, though I'm afraid you may have to wait until after the anniversary festival. If you're okay with the tickets for next month, I can have them sent to you as a gift. Seriously? Hell yes! And here I was thinking I'd have to wait 2 months to see it.
It is quite generous, thank you very much.
Ellie? Ellie, mega sus. Afternoon Crossbell, an absolute vibe too.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've caused you nothing but trouble.
Yes, you have.
Don't worry about it, Risha. All the running around we did today is a pretty typical workday for us. It is all simply part of the job.
Yep, no worries, Risha. Forget about us and just focus on your guys' preview performance.
If you say so, then I will. Thank you, everyone.
Preview performance? The hell? You don't know about it already? Arc and Seal puts on a sneak peek of their new show before it's available to the public.
That's correct. This will be my first time performing in one. People all over the continent from both the industry and the media will be attending. I'm sure many influential people have been invited too, in order to boost awareness of our new show.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
By any chance, was Mayor McDowell invited as well? Oh yes, he's our guest of honor. I'm told he plans to support the show in conjunction with the anniversary festival. He's quite kind. Despite his busy schedule, he made time to stop by and encourage us. How very much like him. Good luck with the preview, Risha. It may be your first time, but I'm sure you'll perform wonderfully. You think so?
Absolutely. Considering all the practice you've put in, I doubt you have anything to worry about. Hell yeah! This play's gonna bring down the house.
I am quite looking forward to it. I really appreciate the kind words, everyone. I'll get back to my practice then. Thank you for all your help.
Yeah, VR Angel, it's a vibe and a half, dude. Ready to head back, guys? If Arios ever comes back in the Trails games, I wonder if he'll be in Sephiroth in English. That's right, because it was, the voice actor for Sephiroth in 7 Remake is Arios. Yeah, because I was joking about that. I thought it was hilarious. And I need a lozenge. Wow. Dude, these are the ones, man. They're not overly sugary. Zand Orange Sea Herbal Lozenge. These things are fantastic.
Might as well. I feel exhausted, both mentally and physically. Me too.
You know when you can't fast travel that there's going to be a cutscene inbound. Uh-oh, Festival Falcom and festivals don't mix well. Doodlebug 4, the Cold Steel games were dubbed over at PCB Productions. Where's PCB Productions? I'm unfamiliar. Do I have enough? No, I still don't.
Oh.
Wait, isn't that... Oh, thank goodness. I was just starting to wonder if I came to the wrong place. I was looking for the SSS, and it just so happens I'm standing in front of this building with a massive sign that says SSS. Seeing Neo cry with Altina made me cry. Dude, I love Altina, man. What fucking character growth, dog. LA, they dubbed a lot of games like Yakuza Like a Dragon and the Persona games. Oh, okay. I should have known it was out in LA. Like, I feel like everything that gets... like, everything voice related is just, like, out in LA. Everything's out in LA. He looks hella sus. He's too pretty. I mean, he's got a great mop of hair. I'm just jealous, that's all. As a bald man seeing great heads of hair on characters, people, you know, I'm a little envious. VA is LA or Texas like 80% of the time. Yeah.
Ernest? Did you come to see me?
Yes, I did. I had business to attend to at the office, so I decided to stop by. Ellie? What's wrong? You don't look too great.
Well,
if I remember correctly, you guys were visiting Arkansas earlier today, right? Did you run into some sort of problem with your police work?
well, sort of. It's not anything major, but someone in the troop requested our help, and, we read to report what we found, that's all.
You know, I wasn't sure if I should stop by here today or not, yet here I am. But I'm sure that now it was the right decision.
What do you mean?
Allow me to be honest with you. Ellie, I want you to quit the force and return to us.
Quit the force?
What? Oh, there, buddy. That came out of left field.
I get the impression this does not stem from feelings of love, at least.
I know it was your idea to join the CPD, Ellie. But seeing you now, you look so worn down, so lost. Are you sure it's really the right path for you?
But what are you saying, Ernest?
Listen to me, I know you understand the current political climate and the despair that comes with it. Better than anybody, actually. And that's likely where your initial urge to join the police originated from. I almost said originated. But just try to think about the torment and pain the mayor is going through, how he feels in the current situation. With the anniversary festival coming up next month, Mayor McDowell's up to his neck in work. And after that, it's right back to arguing with the Imperial and Republican factions over the budget. And in 6 months, he'll be up for re-election. As I'm sure you know, Mayor McDowell is planning to retire, but without someone to carry on his policies, he feels like he can't. I'm sure that if you were by his side, he'd feel much more confident about being able to keep going with his work. I'm sorry. Perhaps I'm overstepping. Perhaps I'm just trying to guilt trip you. Perhaps I'm trying to leverage you from a position of power that you don't know that I'm in. However, I can't ignore the issues any longer. As someone who respects Mary McDowell and has been with your family for years, I cannot stand idle any longer.
Ernest.
Dude was giving me Slimeball vibes, frame 1. I'd forgotten he existed. Oh, I could never forget. I'll just still call him Captain Nipples. Of course, the path you ultimately choose to follow is entirely up to you. I just want you to stop and think hard about whether this path you're on now is the right one.
I'm going to need some time. Excuse me, everyone. I'm tired, so I'm going to rest in my room for now.
Sure. Yeah, I definitely thought he was sus from the rip, too. And I low-key, for some reason, thought that Mayor McDowell was sus, too. I think I was more focused on McDowell than I was Ernest. My apologies for suddenly showing up out of the blue like this. It's, okay. Seems to be a pretty complicated family matter. Just try not to bother Mademoiselle E for a while. You got it?
Seconded. Personally, it feels like you were attempting to take Ellie away from us.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. However, you are aware she originally wanted to become a politician before joining the police, aren't you? Really? Huh? You're pulling my leg.
That would explain her seemingly boundless knowledge of politics and economics.
As the granddaughter of the current mayor, she grew up surrounded by politics. It was only natural for her to want to pursue a career in it. To that end, she studied abroad in a number of different nations to hone her skills for international relations and learn foreign policies. However, when she returned home last year, she was dead set on joining the CPD. So that's what happened.
I was unaware.
I did always wonder why a fancy lady like herself was working for the CPD. Would you keep an eye on her until she makes her decision? I can't bear to see her flounder about like this, unsure of the path in life she would take, or she should take. Bells, Omega sus and trails. Goodness, it's already gotten so late. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. I'll get out of your hair now. Okay then. Bless you. Youngblood sneezing.
There certainly has been a great deal to sigh about today.
Sure was. We got put through so much shit. Definitely one of those days that just kicks you in the nuts over and over. I know what you mean. Anyways, let's report back to Chief and call it a day. So that's where things stand. Well, you gonna tuck your tail between your legs and give up here? You're saying we have a choice? All right, we'll keep going as long as we can. If he lays back down, because he is sitting up right now. All right, I tell you what. I know it's already been like 2 minutes, but let's take 5. I'll use the bathroom. I'm gonna keep an eye on him for a second, and then we'll reconvene. I'll BRB, guys. All right, well, it seems as though he has gotten recomfortified. It's not a word, but I just invented it, so here we go. The First Division took over the case. There's no way we can oppose them, given our team's position on the force. Yeah, guess not. The Fox would track you down and give you his longest bitching session yet. Probably.
Could we not simply offer our assistance to the First Division?
Dunno how well that'd play out, considering the shit we got from that glasses-wearing dick. Yep, that's also a long shot. The CPD's real fussy when it comes to jurisdiction. Makes cooperation between departments a real pain in the ass. That goes double for the First Division. No way a group of elites like them would accept help from a group of rookies like the SSS. But if you're talking about working incognito, that's another topic altogether. Sir? This is the Special Support Section, the most unconventional department on the force. Sure, HQ tends to ignore us, but that gives you guys a certain level of discretion you can use to your advantage. Basically, as long as you stay quiet about it, you can poke your noses into other departments' jurisdictions without sending them into a tizzy. You do realize you just said that we can ignore our superiors' orders, right?
What a bad influence.
It's like I told you guys before. I might not be able to help you in the field, but I'll cover your asses when I can. In the end, you guys will need to be the ones who take action, though. That being said, your current situation might make this plan impossible to pull off. One of you is struggling to figure out what to do. And this is something you can only overcome by operating as a team. You're right, but it's hard to get fired up without Mademoiselle Lee with us. Way she was acting, it's like her head was somewhere else entirely.
She has been like that all day from what I could tell.
Yo, King Payne, what's good? Celtics are taking it to the Sixers, and Harden's fat ass? Yo! I mean, he has a history of loving titty bars and chicken wings. Like, that's one of the whole reasons why he loved it in Houston. If I remember reading an excerpt, it was like he loves Houston because he has his strip club that has the best chicken wings around. And I was like, I respect it. But yeah, but King Payne, chillin', dog. How about you?
Is Ellie going to be all right?
Rush, what's good, man? How goes the Kaseki? It goes well. Shit. I can't tell if he's fucking stretched out. Hang on. Yeah, he's laying his head at like the foot of the bed. Just some paint. How are you tonight? Doing pretty good, man. How was your Tuesday? Ellie. Over these past 2 months, I thought we'd become pretty close. But it seems like I never really understood the important things she was dealing with. I had no idea she was Mayor McDowell's granddaughter, and an aspiring politician on top of that. If I recall correctly, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? So how did you end up with the CPD?
Well, to put it simply, this is my way of getting some real-world experience. While I didn't attend the academy, I did take a written exam and marksmanship test when I applied. They couldn't really reject me since I received perfect marks on both tests. You know, the more I learn, the more I feel like we're worlds apart. Do you think so? It's pretty rare for rookies to have already earned their detective license, though. You must have your own reasons for joining the CPD, right, Lloyd?
Well, that's...
Perhaps it'd be best to continue this talk after we've officially become co-workers.
All right. I'll go see if Ellie's up for a chat, and I'm looking for some slap and tickle. If she's worried about something, maybe I can help somehow. And maybe we can continue that conversation we started. Real talk, this scene single-handedly turned 0 from 3 out of 10 to 9 out of 10 and sold me on Crossbell as a setting. I loved Crossbell as a setting, just seeing it. I don't know what it was, but I dig it. Nope, wrong, forgot. Top floor you are, my bad. Or third floor, rather. Here goes nothing. Hey, Ellie, do you have a minute? No reply. Is she asleep? She's up on the roof, dog. No, I don't sense anyone inside. Ellie? Sorry, I'm coming in. Just as I thought, she's not here. Where could she have gone? I'll try looking around the building. Oh. Lloyd? Hey, Ellie, how'd you know it was me? Just a hunch. I don't know why, but I had a feeling you'd come here. Guess you were right. Breathtaking as always. Isn't that the IBC in the distance? Yes, it is. I doubt you would find a cityscape as beautiful as Crossbell's, even if you scoured the entire continent. Yet, the more the lights of the city shine, the more the stars seem to dim. The purity of starlight, the symbol of Aidios' love. Ellie. I was thinking over everything that happened today. With Ravash, Heiyue, even Duddles. No matter what you do, you can't change. Oh, my bad. Wrong voice. No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbell's true nature. Ravash's iron grip is here to stay. I'm merely referring to them as our fellow business competitors. Here in Crossbell, free trade is protected by law, after all. Do you take offense with that, officers? We're charged with maintaining a certain degree of order in a city where justice is a constant uphill battle. We're expected to suppress major crimes and protect the public from criminal organizations and foreign intelligence agencies. Can you possibly fathom the work that goes into that? That was the darkest of this city, the tragic truth of the state called Crossbell. We're kept alive only by the will of the Empire and the Republic, stripped of all pride and fed constant lies and deception. We're drowning in false prosperity and novelties only because our captors allow it. Everyone just surrenders to these circumstances and accepts the status quo without even realizing its true cost. That's the city we live in. Maybe you're right. But you don't want to surrender just yet, do you, Ellie? I once had a mother and father. Ah. Oh, I suppose putting it like that makes it sound as if they've passed away. They're still very much alive. What I meant to say is they divorced when I was little. My mother lives in the Empire now, and my father in the Republic. I had no idea. My father was born and raised in the Republic. I missed the beginning of the stream. Why did the First Division take over the case? Because it's the First Division. They're like basically the fucking... They're like the top dogs of the police department. And they're like, no, we have been... they had been monitoring Heiyue since they like moved into the building in the eastern, sorry, I can't fucking word it. In the Harbor District. So they'd been keeping tabs on him. He moved to Crossbell City, met my mother, and after marrying into the McDowell family, he strove to become a politician. Immediately after he joined the Diet, he recognized Crossbell's ugly, distorted reality. As someone with a strong sense of justice, he made it his duty to mend this broken city. Year after year, he drafted reform bills, all in the hopes of bringing change to the state. That's amazing. No, in the end, none of his bills were ever passed. The Imperial and Republican factions both shunned him, ridiculed him.
One by one, his allies betrayed him, friends left him, and he became the laughingstock of the political world. Not even my grandfather, as well respected as he is for being neutral, was able to mend his career. Crossbell brought my father to utter despair, and then one day he quit as a Diet member, as a husband, and as my father. He decided to leave everything behind for Calvard. Mother couldn't stop him, and at the same time, she couldn't uproot me, still a small child, to follow him all the way there. Eventually, they settled on a divorce, and my father was gone for good. It always seemed like Mother hated him for what he did, but I got the impression that underneath it all, she still loved him. It soon became apparent that living in Crossbell, the state that robbed her of her love, would be too much to bear. My mother left to go live with relatives in Erebonia. It was then that I was taken in by grandfather, who raised me into the person I am today. That was a reason I was drawn to following him down the path of politics. It wasn't due to any desire to avenge my father or anything like that. I just couldn't understand it. How could a family so happy and loving end up falling apart so completely? After I made my decision, grandfather began to help me. I studied abroad all over the continent, focusing on politics and economics. However, the more I studied, the more I realized how complicated of a quagmire Crossbell's situation truly was. Caught between the Empire and the Republic, or our justice, our interests, are pulled apart by the gravity of their immense power, entangled with their own and distorted beyond all recognition. It was there I hit a wall, an insurmountable barrier in my way. A barrier. The same one my father faced, and one I'm sure my grandfather faces as well. Do you know who represents the government of Crossbell State, Lloyd? Isn't it Mayor McDowell? Well, yes, but he's not the only one. It's actually both the Crossbell City Mayor and the Speaker of the Diet. Grandfather and the Imperial Faction Speaker Hartman jointly represent our government. That's how we operate according to state law. Sounds like I should have studied a bit more. But wait, why did Crossbell adopt such a divided system in the first place? It's obvious, isn't it? If two representatives from opposite factions have equal authority, they can hinder things for each other, making political reform nearly impossible. No way! But now that you mention it, it does make sense. The two people on top, one side can easily sabotage the other if they try to push some sort of reform through. The fact that this happens is a tragic inevitability given Crossbell's founding. 70 years ago, Crossbell State was born from a mutual agreement between Erebonia and Calvard. In fact, the state's founders were themselves imperial and republican lawmakers. Seeing the current state of Crossbell, I can't help but think of it as a curse. I was at a loss. If I were to continue into the world of politics, that same curse would grab me by the neck and drag me under, just like my father. That's why I decided on a new approach, one my family hadn't yet tried. And that was the CPD? Yes. From there, I told myself I could see Crossbell's twisted reality firsthand, without looking through the muddied lens of politics. I convinced myself that the experiences I gained here would one day be my secret weapon when I finally joined Crossbell's political world. The reform that my father failed to achieve and grandfather is unable to pursue. I thought this new perspective would be the key to finally making it a reality. Maybe. But perhaps I was just lying to myself. Perhaps I was just running away. Everything that happened today, I knew it was likely I'd encounter those issues. But still, the reality of things was even colder and crueler than I had imagined. When confronted with it, I was at a loss. Maybe I'm incapable of doing anything on my own after all. Maybe I'm just a broken little girl, abandoned by her mother and father. So what? Huh? It's good. You try way too hard to be perfect, Ellie. I can't afford to fail. I need to take care of everything myself.
shoulder every responsibility. That's the way you've been thinking, isn't it?
That's not...
Today was probably our roughest day yet. Being ridiculed, having to hear that all of our efforts in vain. But think about it. Aren't those the things we signed up for when we joined the SSS? Remember, Ellie, there may be barriers we can't get over today, but that doesn't mean we won't be able to get over them tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Right now, the barrier that stands before us is the threat letter case. And even though the First Division has taken it over, I say we continue investigating independently from them.
What? But is there even anything else we can do at this point?
Sure, the First Division may be great at what they do, but even so, it's obvious that they're stuck in a cop's mindset, only adhering to traditional logic. Maybe a new perspective is exactly what's needed to crack this case. At least, that's how I feel about things.
Lloyd.
Just like how you joined the CPD to gain a new perspective on Crossbell, right? If we're somehow able to solve this case, then I'm sure that means your goal isn't out of reach either. Of course, I shouldn't really compare our investigation to Crossbell's underlying issues. But what we need right now is the experience of overcoming these kinds of obstacles. If we keep clearing the small barriers one by one, then someday we'll have the power to get over the big ones too.
In these 2 months we've been together, I've come to realize something. You have your own troubles you're working to overcome, don't you?
I don't know, it just hit me, man. It feels really good to be back here, man. It just like... God damn, dude. And like just everything we know. Fuck. I don't know, it just fucking came over me. Like, hot and heavy, dude. God damn. Trails into Reverie for summer 2023? Whoa, like confirmed? Hold on, I'm in the middle of fucking almost crying now. Fuck, I'm gonna finish this. Dude, hold on, can you post it in chat too, please? Because I wanna look at it.
So how are you able to stay so optimistic?
Well, let's see. Maybe it's because I have someone I'm trying to catch up to. Though that in itself may be a problem.
I think I understand, but I'm not as strong as you are. I'm just so tired of it all. I didn't come up here with the intention of talking so much about my past. But I just couldn't keep it bottled up anymore. At this rate, I'm only going to drag the team down. And if that's the case, I should probably...
Ellie. We need you, Ellie. Your profound knowledge, your negotiation skills, your sharpshooting, your sense of justice. If we're going to stand up to this city, we're going to need you.
But...
That's not it, though. While all of that's true, my point is this. I'd be happy if you decided to stay by my side, Ellie.
What?
We were a bit of a mess at the start, but I feel like we've really started to become a team over these past 2 months. Even when we were bombarded with the stress of daily life, we make time for the small things, like deciding whose turn it is to cook. We've all come to trust in everyone's individual strengths. It's not every day you find teammates like that.
Hell.
We may still be rookies, sure. It's too early for us to be able to tackle every problem by ourselves, but it's also too early for us to give in and despair and give up trying to fix things. Sorry, I couldn't read that. We'll tackle each day head on, do whatever we can, and keep relentlessly confronting the status quo. And if that somehow fails, we'll just come up with a new plan together. You, me, Randy, and Tio. And despite the way he acts, the Chief is always doing everything he can to support us from the side. Heck, even Zeit has our backs now.
So don't forget, Ellie, you're not alone. You're absolutely right. I'm not alone. How could I have forgotten something so important? Thank you, Lloyd. Even though it won't be easy to solve all my problems, I do feel a little bit better now.
Glad to hear it.
Still, apart from the lines that sounded like they came straight out of a teen drama, I was a bit surprised. Straight up shading him.
I'm painfully aware of how cheesy they were, okay? But what do you mean by surprised, Ellie?
But because, well, talking about how I'm needed and telling me that you want me by your side, I thought you were confessing your love to me.
Confessing? Oh, wait, that's not what I meant at all.
Oh? So are you saying I'm not good enough then?
You know, that's not it. Ah, yes. Mouth, meet foot. Welcome back.
Oh, come on. You're just teasing me now, aren't you? Just a little payback. But you really should be more careful, Lloyd. You might not realize you're doing it, but you really have the potential to be a serious womanizer.
Hey, hold on a second.
I'd understand it if you were talking about Randy, but why me? The fact that you don't even know you're doing it makes it all the worse. Good grief, Lloyd Bannings. Can't believe just hearing those words made my heart start beating so fast. What was that? Nothing. But anyways, I'm sorry I wasn't there when you reported to Chief. Did you guys come up with a plan for how to continue our investigation?
No, not yet. Right now the case hinges on figuring out what Yin hopes to accomplish. Tomorrow we can ask around and see if we can find some sort of lead.
Sounds good. Thanks to you, I have a feeling that I'll be sleeping soundly tonight. How about we hold a meeting tomorrow morning after we get some much needed rest?
Sounds like a plan. Fuck yeah! Star Blast 2, let's get it. By spending 100 CP each, a powerful combination attack can be unleashed. Okay, so hang on. I need to see this link. Oh, you know why I didn't see it, dude? Part of a week-long celebration of all things Neo Falcom and Trails of Cold Steel and East series. Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie, summer 2023. Pretty much that we know already, just waiting for the official announcement. Fuck, dude. Give it to me in, like, June. You know what it is, dude? I've had Han muted for a while just because of them working on Kuro and playing Kuro and all the story bits he gets for everybody. I've had to have him muted. Admittedly. Oh, Notion Gale posted it too. Thank you very, very much, sir. Trails of Azure March 14th and Trails into Reverie on its heels summer 23. Huh. Dog? He's been tweeting Kuro 2 stuff, but he generally dodges spoilers, but good to be safe. I have to be, dude. You know what I mean? He's not doing it intentionally, man, but he's in the nitty-gritty of it. God damn. March. Let's call it June, right? Right, because didn't the leak say June? It's releasing same time frame as 16. Yikes. Let's hope that there's a month apart between the releases. Carminato, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's a rock and a hard place for some. For me, I could give two shits about Final Fantasy 16. I'm not interested in it whatsoever. So give me Reverie whenever in June, whenever in July. I would prefer June before it gets too fucking hot down here in the studio. Because if there's one thing that, you know, being a fat, blubbering, sweaty crybaby, you know. Stormcall, you should know who I am. Final Fantasy. If you guys played Valkyrie Elysium, that's gonna be Final Fantasy 16's combat system, right there. I'm betting it's almost gonna be like carbon copy. That's what it, like, that's, I don't know, I just kind of have, like, that gut feeling. But that could mean Curl for late 2023 could be a thing? Yeah, or even, like, say, January 2024. Bruh, I thought I was the guy who was not into the new Final Fantasy. Nah, I haven't been interested in anything Final Fantasy since 14. That's it, really. That concludes this week's report. The warhounds they've trained may prove troublesome. If Master Yin were available, he would easily compensate for our lack of force.
Very well. We shall continue with all our current operating protocols within the city. In addition, recall half of our personnel currently dispatched to Altair.
Understood. I shall take my leave, Master Cao. Have a pleasant evening.
Yes, to you as well. How troublesome. I'd rather not have to request the Elder's assistance. Such help would come with a heavy debt. If only Master Yin were more cooperative, our plans would be proceeding splendidly.
I could do... I'd have to work on a voice for it. Because I do like the Japanese voice actor's version of Yin. It's really, really good.
Worry not, I plan to uphold my end of the bargain. It shouldn't surprise me that you were eavesdropping. Dear me, I fear I may have made a few slips of the tongue. Please, we both know you said exactly as you wanted me to hear. Just as cunning as ever. Me? Oh, goodness, no! I'm no match for you. So, to what do I owe this visit?
Yeah, oh yeah, Filbert, yeah, and it's just got a bunch of, like, reverb. Like, it's got a bunch of echo and a bunch of reverb.
Are you perhaps in the mood to cull some warhounds for us? Your subordinates are more than capable enough to handle that matter. My role is to take care of Ravash's main force, beginning with that man, Garcia. That was what you hired me for, was it not? Oh dear, you truly are no fun. It comes to my attention that you've become entangled with Arkansas for some odd reason. I'll have you know the CPD is quite good at their jobs, so don't do anything that will bring us trouble. Do I make myself clear? No need to worry. More importantly, what is your impression of the Special Support section? Oh, so that's why you've come here. Let's see, they are an intriguing combination of young people. Their leader, Lloyd, most of all. He's perfectly aware of his weakness, yet he continues to push forward with determination. He seems to have a strong intuition as well. To be honest, I quite like people like him. I was not asking you about your tastes. What about the other members? Again, each of them proves to be quite intriguing in their own way.
Ryzen, how you doing, man? Hey, I kind of had to, like, trail off putting Youngblood to bed, etc. But did you get your internet stuffs figured out? Hopefully.
Mayor McDowell's granddaughter possesses a keen sense of diplomacy and operates as the team's administrator. As for the girl from the Epstein Foundation, while her orbital staff itself is fascinating, I suspect she has some special qualities of her own. Lastly, we have our red-headed fellow. He has a certain air about him, one not dissimilar to our own. Intriguing indeed. I must ask, why have you taken such great interest in them? I simply wish to put them to a little test. I was curious to find out if they are worthy of taking on a request from Yin.
First, I never actually upgraded my package like I paid for it until we contacted them. Fuck that, dude. Can I punch Sal in the face? I've always wanted to. I just always want to flip his glasses upside down. Hot damn, dude. Reverie in the summer. We'll probably get Nayuta in like October.
Isn't it a bit ridiculous? Despite all the work we put in, we had no choice but to hand the case over to the First Division. If Risha hadn't asked us in the first place, everything we uncovered would have stayed hidden.
Yeah, you're right. If only there was some kind of diversion that would allow us to continue investigating. Let's think for a minute. Who would know about Yin in the first place? I still have the weird packet issue. It doesn't seem to be affecting anything. I may just buy my own router. Honestly, I pulled the trigger on that. Because, like, now granted, you can get like an updated router if you need one from your internet service provider because you're leasing it. But if you're paying like $5 a month extra to lease a fucking shitty modem, not shitty, but if you were to shell out, I know they can be expensive, but you can get yourself a good, like, I don't know if you guys are gonna do a combo, but like I have my own modem and own router. The modem was like 200 and the router was like $125 or something like that, open box. But like as of 2 years ago, that was like top of the line because I had to upgrade my modem to get my gig speed. So like I get a gig up, well no, I get a gig down and then I get like 42-ish, 43-ish up. But I needed to upgrade all of my shit.
Well, obviously Heiwei, considering that's his current employer. And then there's their rival, Ravash, in the First Division, who's tracking Heiwei's movements according to Duddles. From there, we can assume that Speaker Hartman, who's closely tied to Ravash, knows about him as well. That's the man you mentioned yesterday, right, Ellie? Yeah, he's a career politician who more or less rules over the Diet, serving as the leader of the Imperial faction. Honestly, it wouldn't be far-fetched to say that he's Ravash's greatest supporter. Incidentally, almost all of Grandfather's reform bills were crushed by this man.
Doesn't help that Spectrum doesn't let you log into their new routers anymore. Lame. My man Seiichi used to work for Spectrum. Well, he worked for Cox, which I think Spectrum is like under the Cox branch. After you grab your quest, go to McDowell's house, talk to the butler, Helmer twice, and go up to the second floor into the left room and examine the bookshelf. My man. I've always heard his name, but I never knew just how much power he had. If he's tied to Ravash, though, then Yin would be a threat to him as well, I imagine.
Yes, which means that they wouldn't have much of a connection.
Tio? Randy?
You two look completely bewildered. Is there something we're missing?
No, it's just...
You seem to be in a much better mood today, Ellie. I guess so. Sorry about yesterday, everyone. I wasn't acting like myself. But I'm fine now, and I don't intend to be a burden to the team anymore.
You've never been a burden to us, Ellie. Quite the opposite, actually. You help us out all the time. I mean, look at us now. Thanks to your political knowledge, we're making progress by leaps and bounds.
Oh, do you really think so?
Something smells fishy. It's probably Lloyd's fingers. Oh! Ah, damn. That was quite the setup. Thanks, Randy.
Agreed. Something is off. Very off.
Wait a minute, you two. You know, now that I think about it, I could swear I heard a pair of voices chattering away on the roof from my window. I wonder.
Congratulations, Lloyd and Ellie. I wish the best for you two.
Hold on, we didn't do anything that deserves a congratulations, right, Ellie?
Yes, I mean, no. We were just talking about life and other things of that nature.
Life, huh? Yeah, I talk life with the ladies now and again. So tell me, how far did you two go?
Randy! But please, Tio's sitting right there. How far did you go? Is Randy referring to the intimacy people engage in while in romantic relationships?
Nope, not at all. Lloyd and Ellie.
Sitting in a tree.
Kissing.
That's enough for today.
Yes, ma'am. Sheesh. Me and Ellie together, romantically? You guys know that wouldn't happen.
Huh?
Whoa, Lloyd, stop. I mean, I don't think we're all that compatible, and I can't really imagine our relationship going that way. Right, Ellie? What's the matter? You idiot.
He stepped right on a landmine. Oh yes, you are so right, Lloyd. All I did was ask you for some advice on a very unimportant subject, that's all. And there most definitely wasn't any sort of romantic atmosphere like you oh so graciously pointed out.
All right then.
You know, by incompatible, I only meant that we don't exactly make a good match.
Sorry. He was doing so well until he decided to keep talking. Yes. Poor fucking guy.
Haha. Well, either way, glad to see you got some more fire in you today, Mademoiselle. Ah. Yes, thank goodness. I was not sure whether or not you were going to stay with the CPD. I'm sorry, I never meant to make you all worry. I don't know where the future will take me, but right now, I know this is where I'm meant to be. So everyone, I'm happy that I get to keep working with you.
Ellie.
So am I, Ellie.
Haha, damn straight. Besides, doubt we'd get much done around here without you two to keep us in line.
I wouldn't have to be so stern all the time if you didn't try to wander off to the casino every other day, Randy. Well, that's enough of that. What should we do about the investigation from here on out?
Good question.
We could always attempt to corner Yin with a different approach than the one the First Division is using. However, that unfortunately does not do much to narrow our options down.
In that case, I've got an idea. How about we have ourselves a trip to Calvard's Eastern Quarter? I bet we'd find a few clues about Yin there. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Gonna grab some food, one last nudge, just go to Bellegarde Gate, go to the top of the second floor, into the first room, talk to Brood for another book. Thank you, Dan. Get some chow chow. Can't remember the Geofront dialogue compared to this. I wonder how different it actually is. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they had the script from Geofront. Did they make any changes to, I know they have changed some things. Obviously, the bruh moment, that's gone. But I'm not sure what else. They did. Did they add a considerable amount? It's been a minute. Changed most of the lines slightly. I remember these lines like the back of my hand. Gotcha. Overall meaning is the same. Okay.
The Eastern Quarter is far outside of our jurisdiction, after all.
Tio?
What are you doing? I was contemplating looking into the police database a bit more. Perhaps I would be able to learn about the First Division's movements and so on. However, I already searched it last night, so there may not be much in the way of new information.
Let's try it anyway. Beats sitting around here doing nothing. They had the Geofront script. I know they edited it, but it's been so long since I played Geofront. Same here. My memory sucks anyway. I wrote almost the entire prologue in one of my chapters, so I know a bit has changed. That's right.
Ah.
What's wrong?
How strange. It seems as though we have received an orb mail.
What's that again?
Aren't they essentially letters that can be sent from terminal to terminal? Precisely. The peculiar thing is, despite being extremely useful, almost no one in the CPD uses the functionality. Most likely because not many officers are trained to use keyboards.
And I'm one of them, unfortunately. Well, who's it from?
Let me check. What?
What is it?
Who would send us? I, Yin, hereby submit my support request. Overcome this trial and face me. Only then will I grant you your mission.
It's him! Is this some kind of joke?
Tio, Where was the email sent from? Definitely not the police department. Got it. It was sent from the International Bank of Crossbell, otherwise known as the IBC.
What does this mean? The IBC's that bank that rakes in mirror from all over Zemeria, right? Why the hell would a place like that be sending us prank mail?
Why do you assume I would know?
Just imagining an assassin sending an email. Yeah, imagine the person in question underneath that cloak, just like sitting there on their phone, sending an email.
I can say, however, that this mail was definitely sent from an IBC terminal. I have no way of knowing who sent it, though.
Could it be possible that Yin infiltrated the IBC?
It's not out of the question. The IBC building is home to quite a few external companies and organizations. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's an Epstein Foundation office, too. That is correct. An acquaintance of mine works there. However, I should have been more clear. The Orbital mail was sent directly from the IBC's main terminal. Because of that, I think the possibility of an external company being involved is low.
Well, we won't know until we ask him. I wanted our investigation to fly under the 1st Division's radar, but we really don't have any other choice. Yeah, going undercover this time might be a little tricky. Should we hurry up and check it out before they get in our way again?
Actually, we may be able to perform our search in secret after all.
Really?
How exactly? My best friend's father works at the IBC. If we explain the situation to him, he might give us a hand.
You think so?
Hey, ain't that convenient? Well, well, Mademoiselle E, you got more connections than you know what to do with, don't you?
I have a decent amount. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing whether or not he's even in Crossbell City given how hectic his schedule is. What sort of position does he hold there? You may have heard of him, actually. His name is Dieter Kreuss.
What?
Ah.
What, he famous or something?
I'll say. Honestly, you could make the argument that he's just as well known as Ilya.
Dieter Kreuss. He is one of the continent's most wealthy individuals and a leading figure in the Zemerian economy.
Yo. What's, you alright? Shadow.
As well as the current CEO of the International Bank of Crossbell.
He's a top dog of the whole friggin' bank?
He was originally an old friend of my father's, but he's always kept a friendly relationship with my grandfather. Because of that, I've known him a good portion of my life. And his daughter is one of my closest childhood friends.
Wow, that's amazing. But even if he is the CEO, we won't be able to do much if he's not there.
You're right. I heard that he spends almost half of the year abroad on business trips. Nevertheless, there's no harm in trying, is there?
Our neighbor's cat keeps bringing mice to our door. Yuck. Fling them with a shovel back into their yard.
Even if he isn't in town, my friend might be. She may be able to help us.
Let's do it then. We're getting somewhere with the investigation now, at least, but...
Are you worried about the intentions behind the orb mail? It was written similarly to the threat letter, but his reason for sending it remains unclear.
Well, he went out of his way to send us a challenge. It'd be rude of us to not take the bait, you know?
Agreed. Shall we head to the IBC then?
Before you do that, I've entrusted Dan with all the missable divine nudges since I'm not always around. But as soon as you gain control, make your way to Mainz to visit the general store. There's a bonus conversation there you will definitely don't want to miss. My guy. Thank you, sir. All right, so we're off to Mainz. So we got to go to Mainz, and then he also said Belgard Gate. And also, I'm going to check Downtown District right quick. I'm not sure if I'm able to make any upgrades. I don't have the U material anyways, imagine that. To mains! Oh, wrong way. Haha, imagine that. There we go. I did max BP, DP, AP runs on my streams since I already saw my wife play them. I was glued to guides. And on the replay, I mean, like, there were nudges on the first playthrough. Not as divinely as Ocean Gale's. But, for this one, it's just, yeah, backseat away. It's a favorite. Pardon me. The General Store. Some of the hidden quests are way too important in this series. It's kind of frustrating at times. Yeah, more often than not, people have let me know about, like, important quests, important stuff. If it's not, like, I guess, really, like, story relevant, if I miss it, it's not really a big deal for me. Hi, gang! So, you've run your trading company for 7 years now, Mr. Hayworth. Ha ha ha. I wouldn't go so far as to call my little business a trading company. My belief is that I should try and conduct business while putting a smile on all of my customers and associates' faces. I'm afraid I don't quite meet the typical expectations one might have for a Crossbell trader. Don't say that. I think you're doing good work in Crossbell, Mr. Hayworth. It seems like the three of them are busy at the moment. I agree, we probably shouldn't interrupt them. Excuse me, you said your name was Estelle, right? Is everything okay? We haven't met somewhere before anything like that, have we? No, of course not. I was just thinking you resemble someone I know, that's all. He looks exactly like the doll she had with her. But he's real this time, right? Estelle, I know how you feel, but you can't be acting this suspicious. I know that, it's just hard. That's a good one, thank you. I may or may not have seen those two individuals. Well, three. Let's hoof it back. Now we go back to Crossbell. Now we go back to Belgard. Then we do some side quests. We gotta get into the city first before I can fast travel, imagine. Dude, I went the wrong way again. Imagine that. Dan's full list of stuff for you again. Residential district. Oh, mayor's house first. Right. Thank you, Ocean Gale. Later Cold Steel really spoils us with that full fast travel. Oh, yeah. Big friggin' time, dude. Ah, Lady Ellie. It's been far too long. I do not believe you visited here ever since you joined the police force. I apologize I haven't come by sooner, Helmer. So has anything changed around here? Not that I'm aware of. Ioana and I have managed to stay in good health. And Master Henry continues to work tirelessly. To no one's surprise, I might add. Oh, what are we ever going to do with him? Man, Madame Moselli's place is as decked out as I was anticipating. That must have cost a fortune. Yes, when we visited before, I saw that the inside was just as magnificent. She also appears to be well acquainted with her butler. Well, the McDowell family's been distinguished for a long time now. This is precisely why I didn't want to bring you all here. I knew this was bound to happen. Do you like to read novels? I enjoyed this book during my breaks, but I finished it. Now, so if you'd like, you can have it. I hope you enjoyed just as much as I did. Even a cat can do it. How to prepare a delicious cake is on the shelf. Booyah. Then Belgard Gate, second floor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have to set up a night where we just do story time and read through Backdoor Alley Glen. I think I just said that horribly wrong, didn't I? Back Alley Dr. Glenn, not Backdoor Alley Glen. Oh boy. Thanks, brain. Appreciate you. Well, you know, when in Rome. It's really good. Yeah, we'll have to set aside like story time for an evening. Belgard. An entire stream that's nothing but Trails novel story time? We can do that. No, I went the wrong way. Belgard is out of Station Street? No, or is it East Street? I don't remember. You know what we're gonna do? Check this shit out. Tangram, Belgard. Yeah, so go out West Crossbell Highway. I mean, I guess we kind of could have just taken the bus. Oh, I did. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Yeah, imagine. Ah, yes, my attention to detail. Dan's laughing. I mean, you know, at least it's not anything not out of the ordinary with me. Barpa-derpa-derp. Doesn't everyone know that Neo makes all these games, so every decision by Falcom is made by him? That is way too much responsibility, dude. Aha, gotta go around. There we go. And then it was somewhere up on the second floor, Yar. That's why it's coming in the summer. I know, I gotta put the foot down. Foot to the floor. Gotta stay consistent. Gotta stop falling asleep with Youngblood. But Randy, you really shouldn't be loitering around Belgard Gate for too long, you know. Haha, what's your deal? You worrying about me as a special occasion? Well, that reminds me. I've heard from more than one source that you begged and begged the brass not to fire me way back when. Wait, could it be? Are you in love? Don't be ridiculous. I just didn't want to lose a valuable soldier over some silly reason like that. Silly reason? Do you mean Randy's trouble with the women here? Randy's the only person I can think of who'd get kicked out of for being too much of a womanizer. Trouble with women? Come on, Muriel, it's nothing to be shy about, is it? You were a little in love with the Orlando, right? I'm sure if you'd admit it, you'd feel better. As usual, talking to you gets us nowhere. I admit it, I was strongly against Randy's discharge. However, I definitely wasn't due to having romantic feelings for him, just thinking about it logically, I thought, to sum it up, you need be lonely without me around, right? In as platonic a way as you'd like to attest. Think whatever you want, Randy. Well, it looks like my break is already over. Time to get back to it. When I think of Warrant Officer Muriel as my boss instead of the commander, work becomes a lot more bearable. All right, I just finished this book while I was on break. Why don't you guys take it with you? Hey. Thank you, my lord. Wholly unrelated to Zero Crossbow, but I definitely do need to set you up with a reading date for 3 and 9 and Cold Steel 4 before you play Reverie. For some reason, the Hidden Book series is a mandatory reading for Reverie's plot, so remind me. Ocean Gale, yes, please. Please, 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 please. You know what, I low-key, because I've been so into audiobooks, I really wish we could find a way to get, like, all of these narrated. Like, all of the books in the Trail series, get them narrated. Ocean Gale, I'm game, dog. All right, so hold on. Let's detective it up. Long Lao it is. That sounds like free YouTube content. Oh, man. Excuse me. Welcome to Long Lao. Shan, I presume. We're here to discuss your support request. Wow, you're here already? Oh, thank goodness. Ain't she a cutie? I think fishing for ingredients was the name of your request. Work's work, but is it me or does the SSF get saddled with a lot of fetch requests? You're not wrong, but it really is out of our control. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I need this done as soon as possible. Had a customer suddenly come in this morning and make a reservation bigger than our stock can handle. We tried to buy some fish from the marketplace, but even they were running low on the good stuff. We're going to need odd jobbers to tackle this one for us. Sorry, what was that now? I do not believe odd jobber is an apt description of our work. All I know is I spoke with the Bracer Guild receptionist and he told me he'd set something up for me. They weren't any bracers available, but he mentioned a group of odd jobbers that would be willing to help. Aren't you the ones he was referring to? So it's that damn receptionist's fault, eh? The worst part is he's not completely wrong. Still feels bad to hear it, though. However, Lloyd is a proficient fisherman, so I believe we are more than capable to accept her request. After all, she does appear to be in need. Yeah, I think you're right, Tio. Let's do it then. Really? That's such a relief. The dish calls for a fish that's both slender and long. The reservation is for 5 people, so we'll need 5 of the same type of fish. But if you have trouble catching that specific type of fish, then I guess we could settle for something else. However, whatever kind of fish you end up bringing, we definitely need 5 of the same kind. Got it? To recap, you want 5 long and slender fish. If we fail to catch them, then you'll settle for another fish as long as they are identical. Hey, Rush, have a good night, man. Sweetest of dreams, bud. Okay, I think we've got it. We'll fish them up and bring them to you. Thank you so much. I'm counting on you. For the crest for extra DP, it's best to catch 5 eels, which you can get from the Harbor District using the Novice Rod and Earthworms. Thank you, Deuter. Novice Rod and Earthworms. Carp. Brutfish, my man. So let's see. Next year, we're going to start off with Persona 5 Royale. We have Tales of Grace's F. We have Xillia 1 and 2. Holy shit, dude. We have Sea of Stars is going to be sometime next year. We have Azure. We're gonna have Reverie. Oh, fuck, man. Oh my gosh. Engage, yes. Jesus Christ, man. Uden Chronicles? Fuck a doodle doo. There's so much good stuff. Yeah, Ryzen, I'm excited to play him, dude, for sure. Carp. Want to take my vacation when Engage is up, but man, January seems like a billion years away. It really does, dude. I gotta get through Thanksgiving, Christmas. Yeah, Nayuta towards the end of the year, like, whatever the fuck else sprinkled in between, like, holy smokes, man. Bro, we haven't caught a single, not a single eel. Philly! Knew what I was doing not taking that bet. What did the final end up being? Holidays are gonna suck, bro. Thinking about streaming the Ryza trilogy next year. I've always been interested in those games and I've just never done it. 126, 117, so pretty close. Glad to see if I've arrived at the most hype part of this game. Ex Nokato? You sure have. There's one. Hey man, support requests ain't gonna support themselves. There's one. There's two, back to back. Of course, when we're almost out. If we go back to back to back, Nokato, it's because of you. Oh! Bro, please stick around. My dude. You just helped it. You just helped us do that. All right, now we gotta go get more worms, though. My dude was just like, what's up, man? Pleasure to meet you. And by the way, I have 3 eels. More worms, go to Ursula Road, kill Death Cargo, Ocean Drome. Hang on, eyes. Gonna call it a night. I hope you have a wonderful night, my friend, and I love you. You're awesome, buddy. Always appreciate your smile face, Lothars. Love you too, big dog. Give my best to Fan and Little Miss, please. Oh, fuck, get back here. These are not them. Fun fact, the Death Cargo is the first enemy you encounter in Legend of Heroes 4, and over my 40-plus playthroughs of the game, it's never gotten a hit off me once. It's just that weak. Death Cargo. Where the hell are they? Probably back, Jack. Death Cargo, my cargo. Yeah, we'll backtrack it. Turbocharged. Give me some worms. Your boy needs worms. Dose. Yeah, on a replay, got it. Kill them all. Kill them till they're dead. There's only one Death Cargo. That's the old fluke. It's the old flounder. Flounderfish. Destroyed. Will you be recharging your, will I be changing my schedule again because of Azure? So for next year, Dark Fantasy Realms, I don't have like I don't have the schedule set in stone, but, so Azure's gonna be March, obviously. I'll just have to try and plan accordingly. And then it was posted today, not like the official release date, but Reverie is coming the summer of 2023 as well. So I gotta plan for that also. We're just talking about it. So, like, we're definitely gonna start off the year with Persona 5. And then, yeah, we're gonna get into, Tales of Graces F, Xillia 1 and 2. P5R to engage to Azure seems pretty solid. I like the way that sounds. Yeah, because Azure's out in, not Azure, excuse me. Engage is January, right? Didn't Azure get a release date for March? Yeah, Nakado, it definitely did. Psyched on it. The 20th. Do we have enough worms? Do we get enough worms? No, not yet. Let's get more. Am I gonna play Crisis Core? Yes. It's not really like a high up on my priority list, because I also want to do a modded OG7 run too. Am I gonna play all those Tales games in 1 year? Yes, sir. I mean, as best as I can, man. I'm at the mercy of if I fall asleep, and I'm also at the mercy of staying healthy. The family staying healthy as well. Can't wait since I played the crusty PSP emulated English patch version of Azure. So the crusty PSP emulated English patch version of Azure? Which one is that? Not the Geofront version. I just got done with Graces F and Xillia's. They were so good. I'm looking forward to it. I ended up scooping physical copies, and Grumpy Tiger sent me Tales of Graces F. And I scooped Xillia 1 and 2 at PAX East this year. It's not the Geofront, it was just a PSP ROM I found with a decent English translation, or a decent enough translation. Oh shit, okay. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. What do we need? We need 2 more, right? The opening for the games are bangers. Dude, I blew out my Tales of Cherry last year. Tales of Arise. Great. No, wait, Arise was this year. No. Yeah, Arise was this year, wasn't it? I'm all fucking mixed up, dude. Arise was this year. Yeah, sorry. It's been that kind of year. Imagine that. A lot of fun. Yeah, right before Xenoblade. Yes, indeed, you do. My brain sucks, dog. Yeah, we finished Cold Steel 4, then we did Tales of Arise. That's crazy to me that I just finished up Trails of Cold Steel 4. Yo! In January. Just finished Cold Steel 4 in January. Nuts, dude. I probably just forget about 7 Remake because it was a replay, but I was just excited that it was coming to PC, and it was just another fucking wonky port. I shouldn't have expected any less from Square Enix, though. Arise is still my favorite Tales game, and I have played a good amount of them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to more, dude. Come on, man. Yeah, Arise was a lot of fun. I loved the combat system in it, dude. For the love of God. Fucking A, there it is. That's all 5, right? Yep, all 5. Good. East Street.
Oh, these are long and slender, like the ones we need. These would go great with a rice dish. Wow, you even brought me 5 of them. Is it really okay for me to have these? Thank you. Now we've got enough ingredients for that, to last the night. We were able to bring our usual fish, so I'm sure our customers will be delighted. Here, I'd like to give you these as a thank you.
Thanks.
Actually, there's a recipe I want to give you. Are you interested? This is the secret recipe to our delicious fried rice. We plan to make this alongside the fish tonight. I hope you guys use it too.
Thank you. We will gladly accept.
Good luck with tonight. We're rooting for you. Yep, thanks for your help, odd jobbers. You weren't able to clear up the misunderstanding by the looks of it.
Boom, bang, pow. Let's be detectives, baby.
Abbess, Dr. Lago, Scotty Lago. St. Ursula. Let's go.
Let's do the highway monster first. I just want to kill some shit. Be aware of its charge attack and snort attack that can inflict burns. East Crossbell Highway. No, let's bust it to the fork, yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever happened to Little Busters? No, Little Busters, we gotta do that as well. Sorry, I most certainly forgot. There it is. Let's get some CP while we're at it. Rank my non-companions top 3. My non-companions? What? Non-companions? Like, so somebody that I, like, favorite NPCs? Gee whiz. Fran Seeker. I do like Grace. I'm just trying to get CP. Sorry, I'm not even concentrating. Fran, Grace. Sergey. Lecter, Ilya, and Sergey. Mishi, Anton, Balloon Guy, and Central Square. I forgot. Anton the Goat. How could I forget? Because I have a shitty memory. Balloon Guy when you have Kia. Yeah, you guys are going to have to... because I don't think I got to see Penguin Kia. So we definitely still have to do that. I know that that's Azure, but I need to be reminded to do that, because I don't think I saw it. I even went, aw. Anixie, how you doing, bud? It's good to see you.
終了しました。
Oh, this motherfucker.
強そうね。みんな気をつけて。
Penguin Key unironically did more destructive damage to Crossbell's infrastructure than the railway cannons. Left job working 6 to 7 days a week. Now I'm machine airplane parts for DoD and Boeing. Three-day work week. Right on, dude. Good. Now the job that you left, was that the one where you're doing like the whole chemical spiel? The chemical stuffs? Fucking A. Nah, I quit because they were false harassment allegations and they wouldn't let me defend myself. How do they not? They wouldn't let you defend yourself. What? How can you not defend yourself? Can you just tell them to get fucked? But regardless, no, it's good that you got a new gig going on. Good, I needed that attack delay. Solid. Suspended 2 weeks, paid. Came back and they said 90-day probation, and if it happens again, I'm terminated. I was a team lead for 25 people, so I don't know who's saying fake shit, but I'd be fired anyway, so I left. Rugged, dog. No bueno. But you're in a better spot now, so I mean, honestly, that's the important part. Now I'm seeing shit. Jesus Christ. Now you don't have to be in charge? Hey, low stress, good. GG's, fam. I learned that you could legally make uranium glass. How? Been playing Warcraft 1, surprised the 3080 like DOS box and an RTS from 1990. Right on. How's that been treating you, dude? Don't blame you at all. The job's not worth lies and BS. Good thing you left. Absolutely. You can only select 4 units and can't make control groups. I have no, like, frame of reference, so I'm just gonna go with what you're saying and be like, all right. I don't think I ever played Warcraft. Also, the game where they didn't really realize what expansions are, you can't have multiple town halls. Is it like a Command and Conquer kind of game? Defeated. Okay, it's kind of like Command and Conquer. Gotcha. Now I have some point of reference. You know what? Hang on. Before we... St. Ursula and then... Oh, Abyss. Right, let's go see Abyss then. I'm terrible at RTS games. I pretty much am too. I think the last one I played was like Command and Conquer. It was, what was it called? Like Code Red or something like that? Not the Mountain Dew. Uranium glass only has a glow-in-the-dark stuff attached to it and not the radiation, which is illegal to do stuff with. So how do you make it? Red Alert, Ocean Gale, that's the one. I know I called it Red Dawn, and that's not it, but... Nine Valley. That would be Tiberian Dawn. I think I played both of them. Oh, hello, miss. Oh, you're here. You requested we come, didn't you? It sounds like you want us to train the Testaments. It's a bit of a risky request, don't you think? What makes you so sure that we'd train a bunch of delinquents anyway? Not only that, but I was expecting to see Wazi's name on the request. Was this all your idea? I believe you've misunderstood the request. Give me a moment. I will explain the details. You can explain after I get back from the bathroom. BRB, promise.
Thanks for the support! Thanks for the support! Thanks for the support! Thanks for the support! Thanks for the support!
Yo, what in the world? Blur! Thank you for the 5 gifted, man. I'm sorry I had to step away. My bad, dude. How are you? Jay Bruin, JK, Ali, Mare, and Trails to Nowhere. Enjoy them emotes, fam. All of them's. All of them's! Even the wonderful Monado emotes. Yo, man, thank you so much for that. How's everything going? It's good to see you, my guy. How is everything? I feel like we should dance like West Side Story.
Thanks for the support.
Yo, Legions, my guy with that Subarooski. Thank you, big dog. Hey, man, I'm glad we got everything cleared up. Like, low-key, when I saw your DM come through on Twitter, I thought it was like a bot or like somebody hacked your account. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I was like, what? That was the strangest thing, dog. I swear. If I unfollowed you or if I had fucking beef, I already told you, like, numerous times that I would just be like, yo, man, I got beef. Like, this is what's up. But thank you, man. How's everything going? I'm thrilled about your success on TikTok, dog. For realsies. I'm glad it is all going well. Please, check out Legions Gaming. Doing good. Close to full recovery from food poisoning. Rough, dog. Had it once from a Chipotle restaurant, and I'll never eat there again. Going good. Just editing today. Right on, man. How's work been treating you, too? Killing it, crushing it. Exhausted. Still, probably, I'm sure. Zero's awesome, dog. Zero's a great fucking game. Dude, the Crossbell arc, probably my favorite. Still probably my favorite arc. I would probably, dude, it's so tough, but just knee jerk, I'll go Crossbell, Sky, Cold Steel. Yeah, Azure's like my favorite in the series and quite possibly like one of the best games I've ever played. Want to finish Sky the Third before I play? Yo, Sky the Third, banger. It's my second. It's my number 2. That's my silver medal holder. Kuro's coming close to Crossbell. Yo, all aboard the Kuro no Kiseki train for 2024, hopefully. Azure in March, and then we're getting Reverie in the summer, so probably June-ish, June or July maybe. That would be rad. We got Nayuta next year as well. Holy smokes, there's so much goodness. Nayuta will probably be closer to the end of the year, maybe October, November-ish. Cold Steel, too much high school and Power of Friendship crap for me. Still good, but not the best. But see, I like the Power of Friendship. I fucking love Friendship, dog. But I felt like I was more impacted emotionally in Crossbell and Sky the Third. Well, the Sky Trilogy, rather. Kuro 2023, I wish, man. Know how it connects to Trails, and it's something. What, Nayuta? Nayuta's not, like, technically canon, right? It's not canon until it is, but they're remastering it, so it's definitely gotta be canon. Power of Friendship is, like, all of the anime and JRPG. Dog, I'd love the Power of Friendship. It's 500 years before Sky? Oh, so it takes place in Zemeria? This I was not aware of. If I'm gonna play it, and I haven't played it, I look up nothing about it, so. Is there a theory that it's about the Grandmaster? So there's a particular character that I've seen that, and I don't know who the Grandmaster is. I've seen some stuff. I don't want to spoil anything. Very tenuous connections. I haven't heard the 500 years thing. Okay. Yeah, this is just all news to me. But I've seen an individual in, let's just say, the Cold Steel arc that resembles somebody that I saw on the cover of Nayuta. So it is not in Zemeria. Okay, so if it's 500 years before Sky, where does it take place? And I'll continue reading as I'll go back and forth. It's not particularly complicated. I would like to request a lesson in the art of self-defense for our members. What? You want to be taught self-defense? The hell? You planning on using our teachings in your brawls? Again, please do not misunderstand the request. Let us suppose that the Mafia assaults us. When you say the Mafia, are you referring to Ravash or Heiyue? Is this all related to the increased tensions between them? We've noticed them getting into more fights lately. Kuro could possibly be if you want to infer that from the Nissa Falcom page, and they have some sort of announcement on Friday. And then, hold on, so 18, 19, 20, 20, that's 3 days, 1 day. Yeah, that's the, that's the Reverie voice panel, right, Ethan? And other dimensions are explored in Trails lore, mainline games. Yeah, they're explored. Yeah, so I mean, guess theoretically it's possible, right? But there's no, like, concrete evidence, right? Or there's no like concrete fact, is there? Unless there is, then good. All the better knowledge for sure.
I've heard they've engaged in some gunfights. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be frequent.
Precisely. The downtown district also happens to be in the line of fire at times. There's a warehouse district nearby filled with abandoned buildings and empty plots of land that have frequently been used in their skirmishes. I'm not pleased with the situation we've been placed in.
Thus, fueling your desire to learn self-defense. It only makes sense to be cautious, given that one of your members was so badly injured in the past.
It all makes sense then. I'm glad you catch on quickly. Wazi is typically tasked with giving our members lessons in combat. However, his fighting style is too unique. It requires a flexible body and a strong affinity for it. Hence, why we've come to you, Lloyd Bannings. The abilities you've displayed boast defensive prowess while being simple enough to learn. May I humbly request you once again show our members your skills in a real test of combat. Naturally, I don't expect them to master it in a day. However, having first-hand experience would be good incentive to try picking it up.
I'm glad that the request doesn't have any nefarious intentions. Agreed. I take no issues in accepting their request. What are your thoughts, Lloyd?
A lesson in self-defense? The Reverie info is basically guaranteed. The question is if there's more. Hope there's more. Are you and Youngblood doing trick-or-treating this year? Absolutely. Yeah, me, Mrs. Neo, and Youngblood, we're going out trick-or-treating. He's gonna be Spider-Man again. Psyched on it. They would do good to announce their plans to do Kuro even with a release date, but an estimate, just to assuage worries of some. The people that exaggerate 2030. Oh yeah, dude, for sure. I'm not worried. I know we're gonna get it. I can be patient. I'm not throwing shade at anybody else. I'm not saying that nobody else can be patient, but myself personally, I can be patient. I would rather get it sooner rather than later, I guess. I don't need, to be reassured that we're getting it in, 2024. But if they wanted to tell me they were gonna release it in 2024, it's great. What, am I gonna be, Santa? Dog, I know I'm fat, but I'm not that old. I'm just gonna be comfortable dad guy in some sweats and slippers, and this. I wouldn't necessarily call what I do self-defense. Rather, they're restraint techniques taught at the police academy. Get an SSS jacket? Dog, I wish I could. Wish it were in the budget. And get me a yellow turtleneck, though. Is that still fine with you? Indeed. Since this is merely for training purposes, I also have no objections towards you bringing your comrades along to battle. Now that we've heard your circumstances, we have no reason to refuse your request. Not only that, but this is a good opportunity for me to brush up on my skills. Figures you'd say that. Get Randy's jacket? Dude, if I had disposable income like that, I would. No, you're not fat, Neo. Just dye your beard white and we'll be golden. I tried to. No, I didn't try to dye it white, but I told my wife, I go, I'm just gonna dye my beard gray and get it over with. She's like, no, don't do that. She goes, just shave it off. I go, I'm not fucking doing that either. That's definitely out of the question. Need me a lozenge, need me a lozenge. Reverie limited editions come with a Randy jacket. I'm in. I'll put that on my secret credit, my secret credit card, no problem. May have some trouble taking them all on at once, Lloyd. Don't forget you got us to take some of the heat off you. For sure, I'll be counting on you guys to back me up. It's settled then. Everybody assemble. Youngblood still believe in Santa, or did you break the news to him? Dog, he's only 3.5. Even if I told him there was no Santa, he still probably wouldn't be able to, piece that together. The Testaments will now engage in a series of practice fights with the SSS. Yes, sir! The objective is a 4-on-4 battle. The Testaments will fight the Special Support Section with all of their might. Yeah! Let's see you cops spill the beans on your self-defense techniques. Yeah, and then we're gonna go all out and pummel you. If you don't take this seriously, you're gonna get beaten to a pulp. Get ready. Haha, you guys got spunk, that's for sure. We'll put our skills to the test to see how we can control the tide of battle. We'd better not hold back or it could hardly be called training. Let's give them everything we've got.
Right. Roger.
All right then, let us begin the battle.
みんな気をつけて。俺の番だな。俺の番だな。みんな一気に行くぞ。はい。ガンナーモード起動します。オーバードライバー出力最大。
I was 5 when my mom broke my heart with the truth. I found out on my own because Santa Claus got me it was a Led Zeppelin box set, and my mom's handwriting matched up with the tag that said "From Santa," so I put it together, and we locked eyes, and we didn't say anything, but we shared that. She knew that I knew, and I knew that it was her. Underrated NPC of Zero / when he says he would quit the Saber Vipers to Orbital boat Risha's titties. Jesus Christ, dog.
行くぞ。これが俺たちの力だ。
Bye, guys. Found my presents underneath my parents' bed a month before Christmas. Somehow, as far as I'm aware, I always knew he wasn't real, but still said Santa came for a few years. Yeah, I was basically I was a detective back in the day. I feel like it was 98, 99. I don't know fucking how old I was. I was 11. Yeah. No. Yeah? Maybe I felt like I knew, but I just didn't lead on until I got older, and then I got that. I'll never forget, though, it was a Led Zeppelin box set. Phew, I think this is enough. Is everyone okay? Walked into my mom wrapping my presents, and I cried myself to sleep, dog. Remember back in 2002, I got the video game The Thing, the horror movie, from 3 people, no other games? Huh. Nice friends. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. You got us good. Damn, you guys are as tough as nails. How come we couldn't take you down with a relentless assault like that? Because I fucking smashed your cheeks together, dog. It's all thanks to the techniques we learned to restrain a target. If Randy setting you guys on fire with his halberd is, a defensive technique, count me in for 2. It requires extensive training and can even prove effective on small groups. A detective has to not only protect himself, but also those around him. We undergo extensive training to stay calm, no matter the level of stress. You'd all do well to train how to protect yourselves. Heh, you cops are more than just talk, I guess. Let that be a lesson learned for us. We may have been defeated this time, but I feel like I can take them on next time. Huh. All it took was a bit of roughhousing to get them all cozied up with us. We could have maybe gone a little bit easier on them, though. Oh well, it'll be a good learning experience for them. I do not suspect there will be any problems based on their demeanor. Bullshit. Oh, the Saber Vipers are here? There's a mod that gives all the people's portraits like embracers instead of they ripped it from Trails of Dawn online game. Yeah, I heard about that. Did they already, is it already finished? Why did they come here? What are you guys up to? What kind of cops break out into a fight in the middle of the downtown district? Those blue bastards look like they got their asses handed to them. What the hell did you guys just say? You're the last people I want to hear that from. You want a piece of us? We'll take you on right here, right now. Chill out, guys. There's something I want to get straight with first. The hell is the meaning of all this? You called us out here for a fight, didn't you? You wanted to take us on in a 4-on-4 battle without our leaders participating. You've been acting all pretentious, and now you're fooling around with the cops? You've arrived at just the right time. Let us begin the duel between the SSS and the Saber Vipers. Huh? What? Wait, what? What the hell do you mean by that? Use this opportunity to learn some much-needed self-defense techniques. You'll need the training to protect yourselves against the Mafia. What better way to learn is there than to fight? So what you're saying is that the cops are out here to train us? Get a load of this guy, he sounds insane. How are they gonna train us? He must be tripping. There's nothing a bunch of useless cops can teach us. Training from cops? Nice joke. Let's show them what the Vipers can wipe the floor with some no-good cops. Let's kick their asses. I'm getting excited. I'm gonna beat them to a pulp. Hold on, this isn't what we had planned. Actually, forget it. They're not gonna listen to us. You sure fighting them back to back is a good idea? You got a plan? There's not much we can do other than fight. Ellie, Tio, are you going to be fine? Yes, I'll manage. Seconded, we will go all out if we must. Let's give them everything we've got. We can't lose here. Our reputation is at stake. Take your places, Special Support Section in Saber Vipers. Also, now I begin my first playthrough of the second AI game. Could the first Somnium things look really interesting? Yo, Blur? I hope you dig it. It is infinitely more mind-fuckable than the first game. Yeah, it's 14 for the States, and then what? Europe is the 17th of March for Azure. Let the battle commence.
敵出現めんどくさいですみんな一気に行くぞさてと駆動俺の番だな
G Willikers. Yo, is it Hitho RPG? I don't want to mispronounce it, dude. Nice haircut, same as mine. Bro, bald is a lifestyle. And, you know, it's not what I'm packing in my denim, it's what's in my jeans, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have much of a choice in the matter. My family, nearly on both sides, were just like, you know what, gang? We're all gonna be bald. Guess what, Anthony? You are too. Yeah, alright, I guess if I don't have a fucking choice. It's like, alright, I mean, I suppose. Dude, I'll try and dig it up and I'll post it in the Discord. I have an old picture of me. I used to rock a bandana with like a middle part. Like, sophomore year of high school, I think. It was pretty funny. Phew, made it by the skin of our teeth. God damn it. Damn cops. You kidding me? How the hell did we lose to them? We better not. We're no better than those blue bastards. I don't believe this. Does this mean we're just as weak as those hooded freaks? Say, my dad was going bald by early 20s. I was lucky to keep mine till early 30s, but now I save money at the barbershop. Same here. I buy it's a 3, or no, it's like an 8-pack of Schick. I don't remember what the hell they're called. They're a 4-blade razor. The head on it is like super flexible, so it's like, you know, contours right to my noggin. Pretty good. Yeah, and I do it every 2 days. Shaveroo. Mine started falling out like 18. Are you really concerned about that? They really are sworn rivals. But let me state one thing. The Testaments will never falter to the likes of those Saber Viper scum. You imbeciles lack the mental capacity to outwit us. Kaiser! What's good, big dog? Yo, AMZ, it's good to see you too, man. How you guys doing, man? Happy time zones. How's thangs? Kaiser. AMZ. Azure. March the 14th, unless you're in Europe, then it's March the 17th. Then, it's not fully confirmed yet, not an exact date, but Reverie will be this summer. Well, summer 2023. The hell was that? You were asking for an ass kicking. Everyone, calm down.
You are all far too quick to anger.
Just finished work? Man, how was it? Shit, hang on. Shit, Youngblood's right by the edge of the bed, BRB. Holy shit, man. That is fucking nerd. So he's got his big kid bed, and he's got a rail. His bed is pushed up against the wall, and then he's got a rail on the other side. But there's like a foot gap, maybe a 1.5 foot gap that the rail doesn't cover. They're just not that big. And he was laying backwards with his head like almost dangling off the bed, dude. And I was, nope. We're staying the fuck out of the emergency room for a minute. Youngblood's doing much better, dude, thanks. Yeah, not bad. Oh, yeah, 0 replay? Absolutely, dog. We'll try and finish this up as quickly as we can, and then we have, we'll do Xenosaga next month. Everyone still appears to be full of energy. Let us engage in combat one final time.
Huh? Another battle?
The rules are simple. Whoever is able to bring the police officers to their knees first will be deemed victorious. These are these terms agreeable for everyone?
This is ridiculous. Why do you keep dragging us further into this?
Do you think it to be that simple? You'll take it more seriously if it feels like your life is on the line, correct? Let's get 'em! You better not hold us back! Hell yeah! I'll take 'em down!
This isn't looking good. They're all caught up in a frenzy. I don't think we can stop them. Win this fight for an extra 3 DP. All right. Guess there ain't nothing to do but fight.
All right, let the battle commence!
敵先注意してください。
All right, gang.
Right there should be okay. I don't want to knock him back. We'll do a crash bomb though. Yes, walk into the circle of doom, prick.
Fuck off, man. And that was my team rush too, imagine. What the? I'll be leaving a lurk here still on chapter 1, so I don't want to spoil it for myself. Yo, AMZ, I appreciate the lurk, dog, and enjoy Zero when you get to do some playing, dog. Have to go, Neo, but wish you have a good night. Yo, Kingpin, you have a great night too, dude. Thanks for hanging, man. I appreciate it. More strength up, I'll take it.
私の番です。
Oh, yeah. Imagine that. It's Quasimodo, and she's all growed up.
ブルブラコで
Oh, and Risha is Bay? Cake is Bay, dog. I mean, overkill? Yeah, for sure. On that one, definitely.
行きましょう。
Give me that bonus DP, baby. Level cap for Zero is 40, right? Or if you do the new game plus, it's 50, correct? Made it out alive, eh? We are victorious. That was intense. Can't believe they took all of us on at the same time. Damn it, how'd they beat us? 50 is max? Okay. Do you understand now? Relying on brute force alone isn't enough to carry you through a fight. You possess a strong offense, but your defense is far too lacking. To put it in simple terms, you're all inexperienced. What? But why is this dude lecturing us all of a sudden? I don't get it. You guys are plenty strong. I wouldn't mind teaching you the basics. Would you like to learn some of our defense tactics? Hell nah, I ain't getting taught by no stinking pigs. We're leaving, boys.
Yeah! That big dude always sounds like he's full of it. I don't get him. Huh. Like I never listened to him. Oh, dude, if you guys only knew. They're as dim-witted as ever. I don't think I'd ever be able to pull off those techniques at the level they did, even if I spent my entire life training for it. Yeah, I hear you. Well, it was a good learning experience. I'm glad that you all looked like you managed to enjoy yourselves. I hope it wasn't a waste of time. Agreed, that was exhausting. We'll be taking our leave, if you'll excuse us then. If you'd like to take a rest, then why not come to our bar later? I hope that exercise served as adequate training for you as well. Huh? The battle is over. Let us withdraw. Ah! Abbas planned this all from the start, didn't he? He even managed to get the Saber Vipers to play along. It certainly seems like like he orchestrated it from the very beginning. He managed to play us like a fiddle, huh? Screw that guy. Hey, is it Hetho? Hetho RPG. I hope I got it right. Thanks for the lurk, man. Indeed, I am utterly exhausted. However, the delinquents may straighten their attitude as a result of his speech. You're right, we managed to accomplish our goal, too. I think it's safe to say we wrapped up everything we needed to do. Let's head out. Ready when you are. Boom, bang, pow. All right, so tomorrow night, we'll go get some herb tomorrow night. That's where we will pick things up tomorrow evening. It's like saying Heather, but like shortened for an Aussie nickname. Oh, so Hetho. Hetho RPG. Hey, it was great to meet you, man. Thanks for being here with us, dude. Thank you, everybody, for being here. For everybody taking off, I hope you guys have a great night. Have an awesome start to your Wednesday. We're going to find somebody that we can go and see who's online, see who's doing their thing. How about... Oh, dude, let's go see Meg. I haven't seen Meg in a bit. Meg is dope. Hey, Blur, thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for the gifted, and always great to see you, buddy. Funny thing about levels is that there's an achievement where you need to beat the game with the party level less than 40 or at 40. That's an achievement for real? Riri, have a great night, dog. All right, so we're going to turn things over to the ever-wonderful Megan Mercury. She is playing some Overwatch 2. Meg's is great, people. If you guys haven't met Meg before, highly, highly recommend. Dropping in, saying hello, dropping a follow, what have you. But she plays a variety of stuff, and it looks like she's jamming out on some Overwatch 2, so it'll be good to see her, man. She's a great person. Like I said, if you haven't met her, please stop by, say hello. If not, guys, please, you and yours, stay safe, stay excellent. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll do it all over again. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Bye, guys.